Anyway.
Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Oh yeah, we go, baby. We go. We go. Hey, listen, when I tell you, hey, and he just trying to kill you bullshit outside. Clip and key. First clip. Nigga trying to kill me a bullshit outside.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The handoff. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Give to the running back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Keeps it on the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up. And they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
When you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Dumps it to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Tall hill to climb here. 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. Just don't turn that thing over. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Let this nigga get all these
And that's
yards.
why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Got a little grass. The 30, the 20, inside the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Buckeye!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. They want to throw it. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the move, it's Coleman. Breaks the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The receiver on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Handoff again. He locked up and held on to bring him down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Rushes on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And the ball will bounce into 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right side, it's Caldwell. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
And, man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throw him the football. He does the rest, picks up the big first down.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got him downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The tap. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Coleman's got it on the right side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Line gets set. 1st down. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Escapes the pressure to his right. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snap wants to throw to start this drive. On the move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight it.
He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him in stride into the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. He's looking to the fake, and he wants to throw. And they swarm him under. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by... Unit. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Bauman. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's as if you're in goal in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fighting off the defender. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Coleman. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second and long here. Off the bootleg and rolling out. The throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They booted away on 4th down. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Baylor taking on the number 13 team, the New Mexico Lobos. And it's the Bears getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see it. Flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Hampton. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Tight end now in motion. Before they snap it on fourth down, we have a timeout call. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Coleman. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They were all over it. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his man. A disastrous play on fourth and goal as they lose a yard. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Quick give. It's Caldwell. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Drops back on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to go up top on second down. Hit as he throws. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Good job just to get rid of that one.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch. First down and maybe a lot more. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Just gets rid of that one.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Gonna look downfield again. He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets rid of it.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job. Defense getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snapped on fourth down. Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On the run, it's Coleman. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. They'll run it. Got maybe a yard. Third down and 9 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Uh-oh, look out. Pass to 6. Might have a chance. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play call.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides to the back. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Frazier. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wants to throw on first. Pulls it in. It's Frazier.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. He'll take it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback changing the play. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Fires immediately. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. play fake. Got it. And he strides his way over the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the back. Fights off a defender. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They give it to him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.